As you begin to get closer, the wilders that are stationed there kind of acknowledge, and one of them whispers into the door. A short time later, you see a cloaked figure step out. As she pulls the cloak back, you see the familiar face of Mistress Alana Shashadri. Kind of glances out towards the rest of you. Thank you so much for meeting, and my apologies for these necessary circumstances. I want to get this taken care of as soon as possible, and either send you on your way or send you on your way. But as much as it is useful to engage and converse with you with what truth you may know or truth you wish to put forward, there are better means to get to the root of this. At which moment you kind of see her step aside. And inside the chamber, 2 guard individuals have brought the body of Eshtaros down into the foyer, and they've set it onto the ground. A third figure, who's standing within them, kind of leans forward and begins to inspect the body. You are welcome to be present, or you can stay outside. The choice is yours.
I'm fine.
Wait, are you gonna do something with him?
I'm not going to. She is. And she points, and you can see the figure now leaning down, himself wearing a dark black, like ruffled, thick hooded cloak over the shoulders. You see this pale, almost pearlescent skin. It is so like powder white. The hair is almost like a silver gray that kind of falls back and then kind of tumbles and gathers in the back of the hood. No eyebrows, just smooth brow, and the features would be almost elven, but you see no sign of elven ears or points. There is something human, but more so mystical about this figure, but also like a creepy doll in energy and just immediate visage. As she leans forward, you can see she's reaching into a small pouch and is like pulling out black ash across her fingers and is like drawing lines across the exposed skin of Eshtaros' face and shoulders across. She's pulled back the cloak or his jacket a bit and looks to be muttering something beneath her breath as she stops and glances over and just kind of turns to the rest of your group. Oh, are these them? Are these the ones that might have done it?
No. We did not.
But it does.
I've heard that before, but we'll find out, won't we?
Don't do this to him. Don't do this to him.
It's all done with respect. This is my job.
With respect? Just lying on the pavement like this?
Well, I've only just begun.
What are you gonna do?
Watch. Or if you'd like to help, hold his shoulders.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You can see now she pulls from a cloak beneath what looks to be a pendant. It looks like a golden beaked skull. A familiar pendant that you've seen worn by members of the Paragon's Call.
Are you with Paragon's Call?
I am not. I am one of the Dust Maven.
Worships the same
God.
They were
on the Dusk Maven wagon.
And as she kind of scatters some of these ashes around the sides of it, the guards push in a little bit closer to your sides. And you can see you're surrounded and flanked at this point in like a large semicircle of the guards that escorted you, as well as the 4 that are out front. So you are now 10 trained, well-armored, to varying degrees wilders, and kind of pushed in towards the entryway of the estate. It's still in complete disarray and has been barely touched beyond just the shifting of the body. As she leans down and begins muttering, Shashadri kind of leans over in your direction. This is the grave mystic Weva Vudol. She is a very useful talent when it comes to dealing with the unexpected demise of important individuals.
Can you get that name one more time?
Vudol.
Grave mystic Weva, W-E-V-A, Vudol, V-U-D-O-L. You watch she puts her hand out in front and kind of mutters for a moment. Her eyes, her pupils, these like thin, dark pupils across the bright white of her eyes that bleeds into the white of her face. It almost looks like two dark dots, just kind of on a blank mask. And both of them just roll back, and then you just see the white of the eyes, and now it's just this like blank, almost featureless face.
I lean over to Laudna. You should remember this one.
Looks pretty scary,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Her hand out in front, the mouth turns into a smile, showing just the faint bit of shift of musculature in the face. As she turns her hand over and then tenses her fingers and lifts. As she does, the chest of Eshtaros lifts up a bit, and the head lifts up with it as well. The eyes open, bloodshot, and you can see the coagulation of the blood around the bottom of the eyes, but the jaw hangs open. She goes, "When did you die?" And you hear the crackling sound of air pushing against dried vocal cords. "Not but the day before." "How did you die?" And there's this like weird, sickly, sweet joy as she asks these macabre questions. "I was killed by the legend." "And who was this legend who was responsible for your death?" "The legend of the peaks, Otuar." "These strangers," and she takes her hand like this, and then as she twists her arm, the body like twists to turn and face this kind of awful, kind of haphazard puppet-like movement in your direction as you see now the corpse of Eshtaros facing towards you. Were they responsible and involved in your demise? No. Twists him back. "Do you have any final requests?" The chest takes one big inhale of foreign air into its no longer warm cavity. "To be interred next to Mistress Prudash in the Lucent Memorial Mausoleum." With the final gasp of air escaping, the body goes limp back to the ground. She stands up and kind of like shakes off the remaining ash, smiles and turns back to Shishadri. "Well, I feel satisfied. What do you all think?"
I lean down and close his eyes.
"Oh, by all means.
That was fucking gross.
Thank you."
Well, that was pretty
Emotionally,
neat.
not physically.
What will happen with him now?
"Well, I don't know." Turns to Shishadri. "Well, we have heard his final request, so we will make sure that it is taken care of. And thank you for your forthrightness. I apologize for the necessary steps." The grave mystic Vudol comes through the doorway next to Miss Shishadri and goes, "He's ready for moving, and I can speak with the mausoleum for preparations if you'd like, based on his wishes." "That, I think, will work fine. Thank you very much."
DM, her HP and levels are like off the charts, right? Compared to me, if I'm reading her as a battle master.
Crazy pearlescent skin.
Of
using my
Vudol?
Mystic.
Yeah.
Definitely higher than yours.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Good call.
Where do you work again in case we need to do the puppeteering at some point?
Well, I work throughout the city, and if I'm doing house calls and I'm not busy, I also work throughout the wilds.
You do house calls?
Yes, if it's
Oh, I
approved.
guess that's why you're here. Okay. Do you have a card?
She looks back over towards Shishadri. She is within my employ, as well as contracted to a few other individuals who are important in the city. If you need assistance, you can reach out to us. Or to her directly, I guess, if you require it.
Just fascinating. That was amazing.
And at which point she looks over and glances at Laudna and goes, Hi.
Two Spider-Men.
Hello.
You're cold.
Is she cold? I was going to ask.
She is not cold. She is warm.
Yes.
Interesting. I like you.
Okay.
What's your name?
This is how everybody talks to and looks at me.
Hunter's Bane, can I sense the faith in your undead?
It's a little disconcerting.
It's a little
You sense which one?
Faithing or undead, and can I get a scent of the mystic, please?
Sure. Make a persuasion check. Or sorry, a perception check.
17.
17. No fiend, no fiend, no fae, no undead. But there is like the skin itself, as pale as it is, as bits of the moonlight hit it, it's almost like there's reflective flecks across the cheek, like the surface of water that's moving.
Kappa.
I don't get it.
Just, it's okay to be honest and just say, I don't like the way you're looking at me.
I'm Laudna, and the way you're looking at me is a little alarming.
I get that a lot. That's all right.
I normally do too. It's honestly, it's rare to put me, a little off.
I take that as a compliment.
Same.
Wow.
I'm just feeling a little strange at the moment.
Yes, you look like you've had a brush with something recently. A bit darker on the edges. A bit withered. I know this. Ooh, welcome back.
Oh, shit.
And she starts walking away.
As she walks away, do you,
We need a bath.
in her head, did you see anything else?
She keeps walking and stops. She's not even looking at you. She's just kind of like going off into the night, and she stops, and you hear a response. I don't know what you mean.
Something else. Around my friend.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Do her body posture back towards you with the conversation you're not hearing?
Oh, wait, did you say it psychically?
Yeah, I'm saying it psychically, but you know what? You can insight her
You're still
body
reading it.
posture.
What'd you get?
She's trying to waft out a fart.
You're
as she
inciting
leaves.
that ass as it walks away.
She's been
21
just holding it in the last
inside
10
that
minutes.
ass.
21.
Circles all the way around
Dead
the body.
ass.
Yeah.
You hate to see her leave.
Oh, but you like walking around.
No. It's hard to tell. She's faced away from you with the cloak on, so. No response. As she kind of stops for a second, and you see the head tilt a little bit like she's considering the question in your head, and almost with a playful smile to the voice that returns to you. I didn't look that far. What am I looking for? What should I be looking for? What's going on with your troop? Tell me. I like mystery.
She breaks out the song. What is happening? Best NPC of
Maybe
the
we'll
campaign.
meet again some other time and talk more in depth.
Well, people keep dying around you. I'm sure we will.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, she looks over her shoulder back in your direction, like unblinkingly, just... and continues back
Then
off.
she walks into a Tim Burton.
She was claymation the whole time.
What's this? What's this?
Conductors everywhere.